All right, so big news. Broxah is back. His visa got approved and he's ready to go. So should you pick him up in your league or drop Griffin if you have him? That's a good question. So we're going to take a quick look here. First thing I want to do is look at this. So you can see on Broxah's Twitter here, he's in his CLG jersey, ready to go versus Cloud9. So I thought we'd take a quick look at his champion pool in case you're banning for him or picking for him, because I think it's very slightly different than Wiggly. Yeah, biggest thing is the Lee Sin. Like, I don't think that Griffin was ever going to play Lee Sin. Broxah might pull it out, maybe. Be interesting to see how good he actually is, how well he fits in with the team, because he's kind of coming straight into the team. I don't know how much time they're gonna have to practice. He's probably only gotten to LA like yesterday or maybe today, so they'll have a couple games to be able to warm up. Maybe they've been playing some games together, but he would have been in EU, so the ping couldn't have been that great. So for the time being, I would say probably don't go out of your way to pick him up, but if you do have him, still I would look probably to, like I said, Jose Dioto was a big one if he's available in your league. I just dropped Griffin for Xerxes. Maybe I would undo that. We'll see how Broxah looks after week 1. But I think I would err on the side of not going to look fantastic, especially since the first game is against Cloud9. Blabber's been playing out of his mind. Now, if you are picking or banning against him, maybe do the Lee Sin. Who knows what he'll end up on. He has played quite a bit of Gragas. But in this kind of meta, which is fairly similar to Worlds, like obviously the Udyr is different, but Graves and Lilia are he's put in quite a bit of work on those two champions. And if you'll notice here, not really any Talia, and she was prevalent through Worlds. So I would say stay away from the Talia, Graves, Gragas, maybe even Nocturne. If we go to his solo queue games here, he's been playing Lilia, Nocturne, a little bit of Gragas, tiny bit of Olaf. Olaf's definitely a possibility for him. And you can see here, if we go back far enough, he was playing a few games of AD carry. Maybe he got autofilled, but and then all of a sudden, his visa might be happening and he's only playing jungle again. So I think it's fair to say that he'll be back. CLG will probably look maybe a little bit better, but not that much better, if I had to guess. Not at least for this first week. Things will take a couple weeks to smooth out with them. So that's the Broxah news. The other news, you might have seen in the thumbnail, it said double points, ? Well, that's because there is actually a glitch right now on the Sleeper app. And I've been trying to hold off making this video because I wanted to clear it with Sleeper first. But I've been hassling them for 2 days now. And I don't know, I'm a little miffed because I lost one of my leagues because of this glitch. So I'll bring up the Sleeper app here. All right. Ooh, not coming here. There we go. So it's only in the team points that this glitch is happening, and it's only for blue side. So every blue side team is somehow getting double points, which means if they do go and fix this glitch, I'm going to have to go update my stats. I'm guessing this doesn't have a massive effect on most matchups, but you can see the team points here. And if you add up the total of these points, it's only 14. Now, the only one of these things that can happen more than once is the Elder Drake kill, because everything else is first, and Soul Drake can only happen once. Now, I've never seen a pro game have 2 Elder Drakes in it. Maybe it would happen in NA, NA Fiesta, but probably not. So maximum 14 points. Now, if we go here and go back to the games, so this is from FlyQuest versus 100 Thieves last week. 100 Thieves wins. And I don't know if you can actually see that on there, so I'm gonna zoom in a little bit on it. So you can see 100 Thieves has 20 points on the blue side. Now they took keep in mind the total of 14 points, right? Elder Drake went to FlyQuest, that's 4 points. There should be 10 points left. 100 Thieves got everything else, 20 points, so it's being doubled. And it's not just this game. It's not just like if I go to Dignitas got almost everything, 24 points. That's an extra 12 points for each Dignitas player. Now, I actually went through and did the math on how many extra points me and my opponent got in one of these leagues, because most of my leagues weren't that close. But in this league in particular, if I go to my week 1, I lost by 4 points. And based on the players that this guy has, and the fact that he banned closer and the bans are worth no points here, so I wouldn't have gotten any extra points for 100 Thieves in those games. I have 24 extra points, and he got 31 extra points, which is a 6-point difference, which would put me actually in the lead, and I would have won this matchup. So I'd encourage you, reach out to Sleeper. Hopefully they notice this and change it, because I'm a commissioner for a couple of these leagues. I don't really want to go in and have to change the scores every single week, because you can't just go in and change the score for the game or the team. I'd have to go in and change it for each individual matchup, which means I'd have to go and do all that math for every single matchup each week if I wanted it to be totally fair. So keep your eyes out for that. Send a Sleeper request. Hopefully they'll keep up with it. I'm really loving the app outside of that. The pick ban phase is super awesome, so I still think it's a great way to play fantasy, having a ton of fun, but that would be the one tiny thing to look at. So that's it for this news update, and I'll have picks and bans coming to you tomorrow, so don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, may the fantasy odds be ever in your favor. Signing out for now.